niwaulize tu jameni. Niwaambie hakuna mahali mmesikia mimi nimeiba. Ndio Mungu yote. Mimi niko Mungu mbinguni. Mimi ni mtoto wa single mother jameni. Sasa niwaulize. Itakuwaje mimi sasa nifike kwa wale watu wenye wanakaa kama mimi vile nilivyokaa? Mnataka kukata miti? Mnataka nini? Ng'ombe ifanye nini? Lakini sasa hata nyinyi mko na maneno. Lakini sasa mimi nasikia wale wanapeleka ng'ombe wanaenda na shoka. Ati ile ng'ombe inakula nyasi, huyu naye anakata miti. Sasa mnafikiri nitakubali hiyo maneno kweli? Ati kwani kuna ng'ombe inachungwa na shoka?
Why is it that the supporters of Kenya Kwanza are up in arms with their leaders? As a matter of fact, they even do that when the president himself is there, President William Samoei Ruto. In Kiambu itself, that has happened so many times where Rigathi Gachagua had to come up and actually try and tell people to respect the president. And by the way, this is the second time. He also did the same thing in Kericho the other day. Why is it that these supporters who fanatically supported William Samoei Ruto and Rigathi Gachagua, why are they rebelling now against leaders who are barely being tested? You see, as a matter of fact, I sympathize with Wamatangi because Wamatangi was trying to dish out checks and he was trying to convince his own people that it is the right thing to do. Two things. Number one, it depends on how this leadership came into being. You see, they came giving them money, giving them handouts, talking badly, and telling them by way of their own culture that shortcuts is the better thing. As a matter of fact, this word hustler itself is not a very good word. It means maybe something different. Maybe you hustle, try and get money from people or whatever through any means. And you see, so right now, William Samoei Ruto is faced, he has the government. And for as long as these corruption acts continue, he's not going to deliver. Can you imagine William Samoei Ruto telling people of Kericho not to go back to the forest because they will cut trees? Is this the time? They are having this hard time because of the way they lived their lifestyles before they entered into politics. And also the fact that, they started giving people false hopes. If you go to Nairobi, similarly, you find that it's out of control. Peddlers, traders are in the streets and nobody will dare take them out because that would spell disaster for William Samoei Ruto and Kenya Kwanza. Sincerely, I sympathize with them. But I would look at it beyond politics and say that, you see, I think the problem that Kenya has is the culture that we've had. A culture of stealing, party and stealing, kuiba tu. This is the thing that will take a very long time for Kenya to overcome. I really hope that one day President William Samoei Ruto will do something about police collecting bribes every day in the streets. He sees it. Everybody sees it. It's such an open thing. Rigathi Gachagua, the other day also, had a situation, this almost similar situation, when he was trying to convince people not to drink and not to go to bars and things like that. And they told him, ya mwana, meaning pombe ya mtoto, which Rigathi Gachagua didn't know, yeye ndiye anajifanyanga anajua vitu vingi sana. Ya mwana, they were simply saying, there's still alcohol, but it's one for the road for us. Can you imagine people asking the deputy president to allow them to continue drinking ya mwana? This country needs a lot of healing. And part of the healing is not going to come by closing bars. As a matter of fact, I would challenge them, open those bars. Educate them, go and help them. Help these people who are actually brewing dangerous pombe. Help them actually brew better pombe. Maybe that's one way to go. You see, if you restrict something to the level where you are closing bars and frustrating business people, it's not going to work. It's not like you are dealing with children here. You see, I've done several videos along those lines. I'll share the link wherever I can, and that is my thinking. So Kenya Kwanza government has a problem because of the way they came in. They came in actually giving handouts to hustlers. And now they are in government and they require that discipline of not going into forest land, and, people working for their money and bringing in ethics, and it's not kind of working out. What is the solution to this kind of scenario? How would Kenyans actually realize that these shortcuts are the ones that have brought us to where we are right now? How would the Kenya Kwanza government deal with this issue of people actually just asking them to do the wrong thing and asking them to allow them to steal? I really want to hear your comment about that. But regarding Wamatangi, he is doing the right thing. The guy is doing the right thing.